Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about another case station. So basically, after you introduce yourself and double check the patient name and date of birth, you will ask the lady, how can I help you today? What brought you here? Those sort of things. So the lady might say, doctor, I'm having spotting, or I'm having too much abdominal cramp, tummy cramp, or doctor, I think I lost my baby, doctor, I'm having excessive vaginal bleeding. So those sort of things. So, I mean, if it's emergency, obviously she will go to the A&E, but if it's only spotting or she notes that something comes, just in cramp, so you will take a history. After asking her, tell me more about this, and obviously the patient will tell you, oh, I was doing this and that, and then I noticed some spotting, and there were some pain, and then I wake up today and I find some clothes. So those sort of things. So you will ask, the first question is about when was your last menstrual period. So obviously you need to check when she had her previous period, and also will ask her if there is any history of previous pregnancy, and if she was aware that she might be pregnant, for instance, or she had done any pregnancy test, just in case. And then you will, of course, refer according to the situation. So you could refer to the early pregnancy unit if she's pregnant or you were suspicious. It might be only just slight spotting. And you will explain that in certain situation, mild spotting could be seen, or there might be an issue with the baby, if there is any chromosomal abnormality, or if there is any genetic issue, so it might be another reason. So basically, you will ask about risks for any miscarriage. So you will ask if the lady, what sort of job she does, and does she smoke or drink alcohol? Does she take any medication or any illicit drugs? What's her weight, and what's her food kind of eating? And of course, you have to understand the whole situation, that if the lady had, for instance, multiple previous miscarriages, she's not able to conceive at all. This could be draining, could be emotional and physical draining experience. It could be like feeling shock, and the patient might be in traumatic state. So we have to understand that different people grieve in different ways. They find sometimes their comfort just in talking or expressing their feeling or the traumatic experience. So this would take us to the 5 stages of any bereavement or any grief, which is basically denial, that the patient can't believe what she's facing, or any situation. Basically, now we are just talking about miscarriage. The patient might be angry because she had this multiple times and she don't know what she can do about it. The patient might be bargaining, so might be like self-blaming, trying to make certain deals with themselves or with God if they're religious. So she might say, oh, if I didn't do that, this wouldn't had happened. So this kind of questioning basically to the self. The patient might be depressed. They might not be feeling in the mood to do anything. So they might express all the signs, symptoms of depression, and later on they will reach to the final stage whereby they will accept the fact they are dwelling in and trying to heal themselves, or trying to find ways to get out of the issue. So basically, you just need to probe against all of that. And then you will ask if the patient, basically, if she has any support around her, like family, a close friend, understanding spouse. So you will advise, do you have any of those support around you? You will also direct her to something called charity group or support group or bereavement support group, people who share the same experience, so they might talk together and share and exchange information which could help. He will also explain that having one miscarriage or multiple ones doesn't mean you won't be able to conceive again. So we just need, so it's just a matter of time. And certain situation, if they are 3 in a row and worried, so you will refer her to the early pregnancy unit for assessment and see what's going on. So they might send her for antiphospholipid antibody and assess what's going on really, because in this situation they might need treatment. Also, you don't need to ignore the feeling of those patients, so you need to allow them to talk freely, express their anger, express their frustration, and you will offer counseling and health professional support. You will direct her to certain organizations which deal with those kind of situation, and try to ask about what sort of lifestyle do they do, tell them about different ways how to make them feel happier and in control and coping with things, and how to enjoy their well-being. So they can, for instance, have a relaxing bath with some soaking powder or bath. So there's a lot of things that the patient can do, and also they can chat with a friend over a coffee. This could help and boost their self-esteem. And ask them try to not dwell in their self, so they need to build up their resilience and say that life has ups and downs. Just try to put this into writing. Maybe they can write their own feeling in their own diary. They can join up certain classes whereby they can feel more content, like painting, art, dance, singing, any of that. There's a lot of things that she can look in the local community. And ask them that they need to have a regular enough sleep, so better to go on the same time in order not to have those sleepless nights, which could affect their physical activity and their mentally. Try to direct them for another thing called mindfulness. It's a kind of relaxation as well. And if they struggle with any of those situations, or they have low mood, they can go to the A&E or basically speak to their GP, whereby they will assess them further. And according to that, they will treat or manage the case accordingly. And of course, if the patient had miscarriage, we need to assess and examine the patient, see if the whole tissue has passed out naturally. So you need to assess the os of the uterus. And also you need to check, send them for pregnancy test, provided they were pregnant. This blood and clots were actually miscarriage. And if there is any still remaining of the tissue inside, so might give her medical treatment in the form of Bisari. Or of course, if that doesn't work, you will send for the surgical removal, which is surgical removal of the tissue after, of course, under general anesthesia. So basically, this case, just to mention, it's basically mostly counseling. So I need just to concentrate more about the patient and how this is emotionally and physically affecting her. and direct her accordingly to the situation that which could help, like the counseling and the support group and all the stuff that I just mentioned. So by that, I hope that I covered what's needed to approach this case in a gentle way. And I see you on another broadcast.